What if solo van life didn't mean giving anything up? Today, we're breaking down 3 solo female van builds that completely redefine what solo van life looks like. From an artistic short wheelbase ProMaster to a gypsy wagon transit, these are the top 3 solo female van tours. Let's dive in. Number 1, Maddie's 136 wheelbase Ram ProMaster. This first van belongs to Maddie, and this is her 136 wheelbase Ram ProMaster named Fee. Built completely by Maddie herself, this van is all about maximizing interior living space without sacrificing comfort. It's beautiful, practical, and designed for independence on the road. Don't forget to check out at Maddie Taylor to see more of Fee and her solo van life journey.
Hey, my name is Maddie, this is my co-pilot Eliza, and this is our van, Fee. Fee is a 2017 136 wheelbase 2500 high roof eco diesel Ram ProMaster van. I would love to show you guys around, so without further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing you'll notice as soon as you walk into the van is my full-length mirror that covers the door of my floor-to-ceiling closet. It was super important to me to have a big storage space, especially since, as we'll talk about later, I omitted the garage. And this is great because I'm able to fit all of my clothes, laundry, almost all of my climbing gear. I have bathing suits, towels, linens, jewelry, medicine, all sorts of nicks and bobs in here. And the full-length mirror was just an added bonus of being able to open the space and also just make it feel a little bit more homey when I'm getting ready in the morning. Right next to my closet is my kitchen area. There were a lot of elements I knew I wanted to include in the van to make it feel homey, but I will say I think that my oven is one of the more luxurious items I chose to include. This is a 21-inch gray stone oven and 3-burner stove. It is propane powered and also has a 12-volt supply leading to this switch that lights up the knobs blue. I'm really grateful that it came with this glass cover. It provides an excellent splash guard whenever the burners are in use and also allows me to have extra counter space whenever they are not. These 2 cabinets are entirely dedicated to kitchen storage. So this first cabinet is my pantry. It holds all of my dry goods. This other cabinet is purely for kitchenware. It was really important to me to be able to host between 4 or 5 friends in the van for dinners or luncheons, and so I wanted to make sure to get enough plates, bowls, mugs, and cups to do just that. So this is full to the brim with that. Below my cabinets, I have some decorative storage, including this spice rack, which I actually added on the very last day of the build. And I also have this fruit basket that I love, love, love. I love having all of my fruit in sight. It makes me eat fruit more, and I also just think it's pretty. And then the last thing I have up here, besides of course some extra books that I have on display, is this knife rack. Moving right along to drawers, this first drawer is actually not kitchen storage. It is my office supply drawer. I have everything in here from pens, pencils, rubber bands, stamps, to extra camera equipment, and even my Dungeons and Dragons dice. This is my utensils drawer. I have, going right along with the hosting thing, I have enough spoons and forks and knives under here to host between 4 or 5 people. This drawer, I store all of my bulkier kitchen items, including cutting board. I have a strainer, a protein shaker, and some extra pots and pans. This last drawer is my fridge drawer. I made the drawer especially for it. I have the Dometic CRX cooler style fridge. If we turn around and face the other way out the door, we arrive at my bathroom slash, I guess, dishwashing area. I have the Vigo Farmhouse 14-inch sink, and I also have the infamous Kraus black spigot. A lot of van lifers get this exact setup, and I totally see the draw why, which is obviously why I purchased it myself. It's just so beautiful. I opted for the Nature's Head composting toilet. These are very expensive. It was just shy of $1,000. For me, it has been a worthy investment. On the bathroom side drawers, we have a top drawer that is entirely devoted to socks. The second drawer is devoted entirely to toiletries as well as makeup and some daily vitamins. This last cabinet is my utilities closet. So I have room for trash as well as my daily use cleaner. I definitely have to say I've always felt more like the artist than the builder, and a lot of this build was figuring out how I could still be wearing the artist cap while I was designing and making everything work in here, and this table is definitely one of those things. I especially like when I'm feeling like being in lounge mode and I just want to kick my feet up. I'll usually move my excessive amount of throw pillows, and that makes it a really nice space where I can use the table if I want, but I can also, again, kick my feet up and feel like this is more of a lounge space rather than a dining room. I opted for the dinette setup, meaning my dining and living room transforms into my bedroom every night, or almost every night. It is a bit of a pain in the butt to change it back and forth, but if I were to do another build, I honestly would choose the exact same setup. I love the versatility, having the option of turning it into this big dining room space or a big workspace where I can spread myself out, and it means that I can have a bunch of friends over and host those dinners. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Number 2, Jaylena's self-converted Ram ProMaster. Next up is Jaylena's self-converted Ram ProMaster, built for simple, real-life van living. This setup prioritizes functionality, comfort, and flexibility, especially for solo travel and family moments on the road. It's proof that van life doesn't need to be fancy, it just needs to work. Don't forget to check out at Leave Her Wild to see how Jaylena makes van life simple and intentional.
Hi, I'm Jaylena, and this is my 2025 Ram ProMaster 2500. It is a 159-inch wheelbase, and we're going to give you a tour. Let's go. Before you walk in, I have my water system here. On this side, I built these bookshelves. I do have a table that's on a lagoon mount that mounts to the passenger seat, and that swings out and gives me extra counter space if I need it. So both of these seats swivel around, and like I said, I do have a table that mounts for this that I can swivel to add extra counter space or use as a desk. So this is my closet space. It gets the job done. I have so many jackets and warm clothes because I do live in Oregon primarily. So that takes up a bit of space in my wardrobe. I also have a really long throw pillow that's just full of sweats and sweatshirts. Down here I have these bins. The top ones are for my things and the bottom ones hold all of Ember's stuff. Then I just have a little bit extra storage on the sides of those for miscellaneous. So for flooring, I used life-proof flooring, and I get that at Home Depot. This particular one is great because it's got the lighter colors and the darker colors, so when it is dirty, you can't really tell. And if you're considering building, don't do a lighter floor because it's gonna get dirty and you're gonna see it. The heater comes out here. I can adjust where I want the heat to go. I typically keep it pointing towards the front of the van because it works really well, but most of the air, cold air, is coming in from the front and we're nice and toasty in the back. So for lighting, I have these LED strip lights from Amazon. They are on a dimmer switch and they light it up really well in here when it's completely dark. And I also have the same lighting underneath these cabinets over here. They're also on a dimmer. We have extra counter space. So right here, I have my light switch on and off. That's on a dimmer. On this side, we have my water pump switch. And then on the very end is the light switch for this light. Underneath the counter, I have little storage cubbies for some of my kitchen stuff, trash can, and cat food. This is the sink. It has the cutting board that comes down. This is also from eTrailer, and it is the perfect size. I have tons of room in here for stuff, and it also has a freezer. So I'm sure a lot of people wonder, where do you go to the bathroom? I have a Laveo dry flush toilet that I keep inside this box. You use it, you flush it through this button. It is on a battery, so you just have to charge it, I think, every 3 months. This is a memory foam full-size bed, and it is really comfortable, and it's plenty of room for 2 people, but that's about it. So with me and my daughter, it's the perfect size, it's the perfect amount of room. I do have this really long pillow in the back, and like I said, that has a bunch of extra clothes storage in there. And then behind me on this side, I have a bunch more clothes storage up here. And then I switch out my seasonal clothes, and I keep summer clothes or winter clothes on underneath the bed and just switch them out throughout the year. I'm gonna be honest, I have not swiveled these seats one time since I've been on the road. So that's also something to think about if you're considering building a van. So that is it. That is the full tour of my van. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want to follow along, I do solo travel, and I travel with my daughter when she's not with her dad. And if you want to see all of our adventures, make sure you like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our adventures.
Number 3, Ashley's 2010 Ford Transit. Last up is Ashley's 2010 Ford Transit, a cozy, minimalist build with serious character. This van was once a British gaswork van, but now it's been transformed into a warm, gypsy wagon-inspired home on wheels. Don't forget to check out at Ashley's Vanlife to see her full build and solo van life adventures.
I'll tell you a little bit about my van to start with. I have a 2010 Ford Transit medium wheelbase. It's also a medium height and has 87,000 miles on the clock. The biggest compliment I've had on my van is when I showed my grandma for the first time and she said, "Wow, it looks like a gypsy wagon," and I knew then I'd done it right. So welcome to the kitchen of the van. I've got a Adventurer Voyager 4500 here, which has got 2 hobs, a grill and an oven as well. And my gas is stored in this little cupboard below. I've made my splashback with sticker tiles that I found on Amazon, which are also linked in my Amazon shop that I'll put in the description too. And I get a lot of questions asking where my sink is from, and it is from Vanpour, and I absolutely love it. It probably took me a week to decide on this sink. I couldn't decide between the sinks on there, they were all so beautiful. And then I've got my spice racks, coffee, and down here we've just got a few little trinkets. This is a fire starter that I got from Retreat Wild. Little crystals, a few feathers, and as well I've got some little mushrooms in here as well from Retreat Wild, which you can use to start fires, which I thought was pretty cool. As you can see, I don't have a lot of surface space to play with in the kitchen area, so what I did find at Vanpour as well is they sell these sink chopping board toppers, which goes on just nicely, and that creates that extra little bit of space for me to put things on when I'm cooking. I bet this is what everybody wants to see as well, the insides of the cupboards. It's, you know, just everything you'd expect really. A load of food and pots and pans just crammed in there. Starting from top to bottom in the shower. So up here I have my Max Fan Dome Plus. The Plus means it comes with this LED light, which is super handy. And then I've got these PVC panels on the wall, which I picked up online. They're about £20 for however much, I actually can't remember. I have tank behind those as well. And then the bottom third of the shower, I've used these tiles, which were £5 a pack from B&Q. Super cheap, nice, cheap and cheerful. The bottom, I've got a 585 centimetre square shower tray that I picked up online, and they get quite scratched and grubby shower trays, so I've just put this duck board over the top to make it nice and tidy. That is where the plug hole is. I've got my Ridge Monkey shower down there as well, which is super handy. I absolutely love it. I love the water flow as well out of the shower head on this one. It's nice and even. And the shower that is actually installed is just one that I picked up from B&Q. I am still using the Ridge Monkey little holder on there for the moment until I find a new one. I wanted it to look like it was golden hour in here all the time. So I've stained the wood this lovely Canadian cedar colour, and I absolutely love how it's turned out. And another thing I wanted as well was windows all around the van so I can be nosy and take a peek on every side. I have 2 benches in the van. This one here is partly storing the diesel heater and the rest is just for stuff. And then I've got another sizable bench here full of stuff. I keep my spare gas in there and all sorts. Then I've got a lovely little tile here, which is from Scanstrut, which I got from 12 Volt Planet. Absolutely love this. Moving on to the bed, I've done the IKEA bed hack. So I've got the 3 beams going across. They're telescopic, so you can extend them to the length of the van and just bolt them in the side. It is super easy and you can make a bed so quickly with these. I also got the IKEA slats as well. My bed is 120 centimeters wide and 183 long, so it's a standard double wide but a little bit shorter on the length. And yeah, the beams made that super easy for me to do, and with the slats I just overlapped them a little bit in the middle to make them fit. So another feature is my slide out table, which I absolutely love, and this goes out the back of the van as well. So if I've got the back doors open and I want to chill with the brew in a view, I can slide this out the other way and put my cake and my brew on the table too. So I hope you've enjoyed my van tour, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comments and I'll get back to you. Peace out and catch you next time. Thank you to everyone who has supported me through Buy Me a Coffee and Patreon. Your support really helps to keep the wheels turning on this big adventure of mine.
3 vans, 3 completely different ways to design freedom. So now the real question is, which one would you live in? The cozy artistic ProMaster, the minimalist family ready build, or the Bohemian Transit with the indoor shower? Drop your pick in the comments and tell us why. We read every single one. If you love real van builds with personality, intention, and smart design, hit that like button and subscribe. More van tours are coming that might completely change how you think about living small.